career start, second in a row. Clark stays red hot.
From the Clark injury. Clark crossing over on the drive, steps back and knocks it down.
Granite Stewart or Caitlin Clark, whatever you want, both. Colson on the go. Sydney Colson in her 11th year out of Texas A&M has never... 5-on-4.
Clark tries to take advantage. Hull will with a three.
Wide open on the push. By the New York Liberty, and it's one of the reasons they've had so much success this year is the way they move the ball and share it.
Mark trying to answer, and indeed she does.
Indiana back into this one. Mitchell finds some space. There's a start.
And you know Kelsey Mitchell can get hot in a hurry.
Clark through three defenders there momentarily. Now Mitchell trying to blow by. Everybody does and gets the foul.
When we talk about pure basketball brilliance, creativity, fearlessness, and an unmatched will to dominate, one name echoes across the hardwood louder than most: Caitlin Clark.
Indiana down by 6 with 1:50 to go. Clark turns on the Jets. Clark lays it in. 35-year-old Tiffany Hayes turns it over. Hayes is still slow to get back. It leaves Dantes wide open. She can't hit. Tips in the rebound. Tips in the stick back.
Indiana here on May 24th. It will be a different story this afternoon. Cunningham coming back from an injury herself.
Beck Bentley not on the same page. Here's Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up, flips it in.
Full court pressure off the main basket.
At just insert age if you like, Caitlin Clark has emerged not only as a star, but as a phenomenon. A player whose highlights aren't just moments, they're movements. She's redefined the expectations for a guard in women's basketball.
Shot clock winding down for Colson. A big three for Sydney.
McDonald feeds Timpson. Nice game for Michaela Timpson. For Marina Mabry. Just only seen Caitlin Clark have a three in front of that distance. Boston, patience, and lays it in.
Almost didn't get across midcourt.
Alicia Gray has it denied. Boston sends it back. Clark with numbers. Bounce pass Howard.
Blending range, vision, and swagger into every game she plays. Let's start with what immediately grabs everyone's attention: her scoring. Caitlin isn't just a scorer, she's a sniper. Her deep three-point range is downright absurd. We're not talking about a foot behind the arc.
Here's Dantes on the drive, leads in, big shot, stays down.
Maybe playing a little bit quicker on the offensive end.
Oh, the switch on to Jones, shot clock down to 7. Howard backing her way in, has the size advantage on Ryan. Howard with a left-hand flip shot goes down to a 27-13 record. Mitchell crossing over Mabry, gets to the rim and finishes.
You'll be able to get an assist after you show the graphic. That's just, those numbers are just absolutely phenomenal for Caitlin Clark.
Boston, pretty crossover, gets to the rim and draws the foul.
We're talking logo threes, pull-up jumpers from 30 feet out, with defenders scrambling and fans on their feet before the shot even goes in. She has Steph Curry-like confidence and the skill set to back it up. She doesn't just shoot to score.
But Connecticut, who trailed by 8 early, has pulled back within 2. Colson, Cunningham left alone, splashes home a 3. March from the mid-range, connects for 2. And Connecticut goes back up in front. It's Indiana's first lead since early in the second quarter. Bonner, fire away. Oh, yes! Another second chance opportunity. Clark fire away and knocks down a 3.
She shoots to shock, but Caitlin Clark is far more than a volume scorer. Her decision-making is elite. She reads defenses like a seasoned veteran and knows exactly when to pull up, drive, or dish. Her ball handling is razor sharp. She'll break ankles, stop on a dime, and create space where none should exist. She's elusive, agile, and unpredictable.
Mitchell, feed inside, Dantes lays it home. Get the lay-in, Colson running ahead, nearly loses the dribble. Paul, curling, stepping, 1-2, tough take, and picks up the foul.
The playoff push down the stretch. Mitchell down the paint, gets that to go, lays it up and in. Boston, Howard, Colson getting the start for Clark, and Mitchell the starters for Indiana. Here's Colson. Behind the back, pull-up, jumper, gets it to go. Oh my goodness.
And that makes her nearly impossible to guard one-on-one. Let's not forget her leadership and intensity. You can see it in her body language, the fire in her eyes, the way she directs traffic, lifts teammates, and demands excellence. She's not just playing basketball, she's commanding it.
And all the greats have to do that. There's a man that won 6 titles in this building for an NBA team that had to get past an opponent in Detroit as Howard, right there at the rim, misses the heartbreaker but follows it up with 2 more. 8.2 seconds left. Chicago was able to save it as Nurse defends. 6 to shoot. Paul, Chicago switching on defense. Howard has to do something with it. Pump fake, tough shot.
12 now for Indiana.
Look at this defense by Washington. Jade Melvin, oh, I thought she got pushed off.
In the last 4 games, Van Lit defending up top, tries to work around the screen. McDonald flips it over, ball movement, hole in the corner. Oh, the passing is contagious for the Fever.
She celebrates big plays with passion, never shies away from the moment, and thrives under pressure. Caitlin Clark has ice in her veins and a chip on her shoulder, the perfect combination for greatness. And speaking of big moments, how many times has she delivered in the clutch?
Was executed to perfection. Bonner works off Boston. Little hesitation, gets to the hoop, lays that up and in.
We're getting her first run of the night with 2 minutes remaining. 6 to shoot. Colson will launch one, and the 3-pointers continue to fall for the Fever.
You cannot do it. Mitchell attacking, gets it over Austin, and the foul.
First over and scoops up the loose rock.
She just wants it more.
Colson flips it back to Boston. Boston rolls in the mid-range jumper, and that's what she's been working on in the offseason.
She has some swift footwork down inside, and if you don't cut that baseline off, she's going to dance right by you and finish.
Here's Hull with time. Doesn't go. Boston the rebound, puts that up and in.
Game after game, she's risen to the Akas. Cyan, need a buzzer beater? Done. Need a heat check 3 after 3 straight buckets? She's pulling up with confidence. Caitlin has that rare, give me the ball, I'll win this mentality. And she often does. Her performances in high-stakes games, especially in the NCAA tournament, have turned her from a standout into a superstar. Every highlight she creates, whether it's a crossover that drops a defender, a half-court buzzer beater, or a full-court assist, reminds us why we love this game. Basketball, at its best, is about creativity, rhythm, and courage. And Caitlin Clark embodies all 3. As she continues to grow, evolve, and redefine what's possible in women's basketball, one thing's for sure, we're witnessing greatness in real time. Her highlights aren't just flashy, they're foundational. They tell the story of a player who refuses to settle, who embraces pressure, and who consistently delivers when it matters most. So if you haven't seen Caitlin Clark in action, now's the time. Because this isn't just basketball, it's Clark ball. Electrifying, explosive, and absolutely unforgettable. If you enjoyed those insane highlights and jaw-dropping plays, make sure to give this video a like and drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing basketball content, highlights, and player breakdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.